Hey guys, welcome to this episode of the Go Man Go Hero Cast. I'm your host, Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have...
The Cinder Blaze.
And we just got done watching the season finale of Supergirl.
Our mid-season finale.
Mid-season finale. Yeah, that's definitely what I meant. That was... Oh boy. It was good. But friggin' whoever kept shaking behind the camera... That kind of frustrated me.
Yeah, I feel like that point alone was enough to warrant you to make this podcast in the first place.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Really pissed you off.
We were gonna do a review for Crisis on Earth X, but then I was too emotionally wrecked to even talk about it. But this episode would have been so good, but the guy just wouldn't stop moving around, and I want to watch the episode. I don't want to have a seizure while trying to view the episode. You're stopping me from having a good viewing experience, and
Yeah, like I understand, like they're probably trying to go for like a more stylistic thing this episode. The thing was, it got in the way of way too many scenes. And a lot of really stupid scenes. Like the main one for me was the interrogation scene where they just kept on just quickly panning the camera for like stupid shots of their mouths. Like,
yeah.
Like I was like making fun of it. Like towards the end, I was like, watch us like slowly pan into his mouth. And that's exactly what happened. I was like, oh no.
That was the worst. It was the worst. But like, so many good things happened. We got sort of the rest of, we got more of the Cara Mon-El stuff, and that's more of what I want to dive into. It's a little frustrating that they're not gonna they're trying to reconcile with it, but it's hard to directly address it because I feel like that's that's all they got for this season. That's all we can do. That's all they've set up for these characters. I just want them to end it and move forward because I want to see those two happy again. And yeah, it's kind of nice having a shake up of like this sad Kara, and it is also very human to have them sort of her and Alex sort of reconciling with losing their lovers essentially, just having problems, having relationship issues. And that's a nice angle to take with those characters. It's just I'm a little tired of it. You know?
I mean, I'm kind of fine with it for now because we really haven't seen like it hurt Kara to this extent. Like,
yeah, that's
when
true.
she went to go leave for that mission, she's just, I forgot what she said. Do you remember what she said, like, right before going to the mission? Like, oh yeah, when it was difficult for her to see Mon-El without him having eyes of love, or eyes filled with
that was
love.
rough.
Like, that line hit me pretty hard, and I was like, you know what, this is really good, and it fits right now,
It does. It's just that I want more, but like not in a Kamen Rider build. Oh, I can't wait for the next episode. I want more, in that way. It's like, just hurry up and get to it already, Like I feel like they like this portion of the story is kind of like the gatekeeper that's keeping us away from the rest of the Legion of Superheroes. And I kind of want to see, because like I have a feeling that she's gonna get with Brainiac 5 whenever that's a thing, because traditionally I feel like that's the thing that happens. Yeah. So I don't know. That was good. I hate Ruby.
Which one's Ruby? Oh, the daughter.
The daughter. Yeah. Like, she's the worst. Does she have any other friends other than her mom?
I mean, she's kind of like held hostage in that super expensive ass building. I'm pretty sure LexCorp has food around.
Oh, I know. And then I ate all the chips. Good. I would have liked to have eaten all the chips, and my mom would have been fine with it. You got to eat all the chips.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, what if they're just like all Pringles? I mean, that would suck.
Oh, you shut up. Pringles are the best.
No, but like she just has like really stupid problems like all the time, and she just makes a super big deal out of it. And
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's what teenagers do, to be honest. So like, I can't give her too much crap for that, but it just
I feel like it hurts a little more, or like it's a little more annoying, just because like we like what's her name, Rain. We like her so much that it's really annoying that she's getting just pummeled by her daughter. Like, she is legitimately doing her best, and she is grappling with so many different things and having to deal with so many different things, and she's just like, hey, come play with me, I'm so lonely, I have no friends.
That is now her new voice. Inside my head. Yeah, like for real though, like considering like Rain's circumstances, like the position she got herself into is just like, that's real awesome. That takes a lot of effort. I mean, it's super unrealistic, but like let's just take that for granted for now and just, say, just look at it how it is. That's
no, exactly.
Like she's busting her ass for her daughter, and she's kind of just,
she is awesome. Like an awesome, like, she's done so much and still has to do so much, but like she is on top of her game.
Yeah.
And here comes Ruby.
Yeah, like kind of forced to have character interactions between the two, and I would rather have Rain be interacting with anyone else except maybe James, because yeah, you know what the extent of his character interactions are, and we didn't get to see a good chunk of that in this episode.
Yeah. How do you feel about James and Lena?
The return of James? Oh man.
He needs to suit up more often than he does.
Yeah, but like the way he did use his like guardian shield, that was pretty awesome.
That was.
But like I feel like the threat is way too high for him to be guardian right now. He can't fight Kryptonians unless he has a full kryptonite body armor suit, which would kind of it's kind of stupid, but it exists, so why not?
Yeah. Wait, didn't they? I know they have like a kryptonite shield.
They have kryptonite
sword. Yeah, sword somewhere in the DEO, right?
Yeah, like maybe once they figure out that Rain's like Kryptonian and they remember, they might use it. I mean, Alex might do it to like take out some henchmen, but I don't know. Like maybe she'll be a lover for Rain later on. Who knows? It might be useful then, but that's...
do you think Alex is gonna get back together with Frick?
Maggie at this point?
Maggie,
yes, because there's no one else, and I feel like she got like too much. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go for it.
Oh, I feel like they had like too much like character development together, that like them going separate ways, it doesn't feel like right, like they're gonna have to revisit it one more time, and I don't feel like Alex has fully moved on. I don't think anyone will make her move on.
The thing is though, it if they were to do it, it just feels so real, like that is a legitimate issue that a couple would have, and that would ultimately tear them apart. And I don't know, there is something so real, not necessarily for me relatable, but it's so human that, and to me, those two were the most human part of this show. And to have that relationship end so realistically, it made sense. Even though it tore me apart, I still respect it for telling that sort of story.
Yeah, that was a really like that was a solid breakup too. Like it felt
Yeah.
really natural, like the way it like just kind of unraveled in on
And
itself.
like, and they still just like, they still wanted to be with each other, and they just couldn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I feel like something's gonna happen. They'll put them closer together. Maybe Maggie will like see the light, the good side of kids or something like that. I feel like that's the
Yeah.
way that the series is gonna solve it. But I'd
I
rather,
hope so. Because like, if Alex were to back down and not, I that's rough. Because like, it's really, it's a core aspect of what made her who she was, and was one of her primary motivators. And if she were to back down on that, that would sort of unravel a lot of her character. But if Maggie were to be, just fine and turn around on that, I feel like that would make for a better resolution.
yeah. And I think, what is it? Do you have anything else to say about that relationship? Because I feel like we should just like move
Um,
on to like Kara and or not Kara. I guess like Monel and like his sort of situation. I mean, we kind of
yeah,
like talked
yeah,
about it already, but we got a lot more, not
yeah. No, we
development.
did, and they like, the reason I pointed to Maggie and Alex as like the most realistic was because, um, like Kara and Monel, they were just, that was too good to be happening. They didn't go through any significant bumps other than like, oh, hey, you're a crappy person. Oh, hey, I changed. Like, it wasn't two characters at their core conflicting. And like, with Alex and Maggie, that was the two struggling to be together. Like, where Supergirl and Monel, they were too perfect. Like,
They
it
weren't
didn't.
too perfect because they did require like an arc for them to get together in the first place. So
It did. It did. But so did Maggie and Alex. Despite that, they still couldn't grapple with each other's differences, like their core
well, that's because
beliefs
like
on
that
kids.
relationship was like going to end. But if this like for that relationship between Kara and Monel, like it didn't look like it was going to end, so I
Mm-hmm.
don't think they would be having those types of like issues.
Well,
And
like, I'll go for it.
I felt like this was like it's more of like a solved relationship, so there won't be like any real obstacles for it in the future, which kind of just like makes it really dull for television.
No,
But
exactly. That's why, like, the only way to make it interesting is to throw that wrench in it.
yeah, but it's like part of me is just like, not every relationship needs to have a wrench thrown into it just to make it interesting. It can just be a thing and they can focus on other things in the series,
Mm-hmm.
which I felt like the Kara and Mono relationship was really good at. Like, yeah, they did have some like, moments together in the episodes, but they
Mm-hmm.
never really bogged down any episode. Like Mono would just be going back to doing whatever the heck he wanted to, even for the
Mm-hmm.
superhero stuff. He would be there occasionally, but he wouldn't be like, I'm, Monel and I'm gonna do my Monel things. Except for like
Yeah.
when like Kara was forcing it onto him and we had that whole arc and it was, it fit there.
Right.
But
I
we're
did. I.
oh,
Oh,
go ahead.
yeah.
I didn't really
Well, like, um, I'm slowly forgetting what I was gonna say. It was about like, oh, like, even having Monel uh sort of not necessarily create those problems, but like be the focal point of the issues with their relationship, he still learned and grew from it.
yeah.
And I feel like they were either at a point where he's done learning, or like it's just gonna be this constant flow of, oh, hey, I did this dumb thing but now I know, oh, hey, I did this dumb thing and now I know. So I feel like, again, all that they could do to liven it up is to throw a dumb wrench in it. And that kind of stifle, like you said, I would have been fine with them just having a relationship, setting that aside, and just being like, hey, yeah, this is just a thing that we have, and it's fine. So just move on and do anything else.
Yeah, like it becomes something like unworkable at that point. Yeah. So you can't like go to that for like relationship drama unless it's just drama for drama's sake, and that never goes well in any show whatsoever. Mm-hmm. So let's not go into
that. We will on Wednesday.
Yeah, no, but Thursday. What else? How do you feel about Monel's relationship with the other chick? I forgot what her name was, but she's gorgeous.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. It's like whatever relationship he gets into now, it's gonna be good. You know, like
yeah, but
go
ahead. Sorry.
No, I mean, like it's good because it has to be. If it was a bad sort of relationship, then we could see it coming from a mile away. So he belongs there. But in order to keep him wrapped up in wanting to be back in the future, then we need to sort of have him have a strong tie to the future. And think of it this way, like, sure, he crash landed on Earth and then woke up. He was there for maybe a year and fell in love with Kara. But then he went into the future and stayed there for 7 years. That's basically been most of his life, afterward. Like, after Krypton and Daxam.
Yeah, like he's known with other people more than he's known Kara.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I totally understand it from, like, Mon-El's point.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, he did wait, like, a couple years, as his wife said, before he actually opened his heart and kind of gave up hope in it coming back in the past. But, like, also, as you said, he needs to have, like, a significant tie to the future. And I feel like when he was in the future, he wanted to go back in the past at one point, and then now he's able to go to the past. I mean, he did live in the future for 7 years, but he's also of this time period. So doesn't he like feel the sense of like actually belonging here? Like, why don't we like have that interaction right now?
Well, no, like, I mean, it sort of goes back to what I said. Like, he's been in the future longer than he's been in this present, right?
I guess like on Earth, but like,
well, I mean, like, Daxam, sure, like, this is his new reality. After he fell in love with Kara, his perception of the world sort of changed. But then, after that entire year of being around Kara, he spent 7 years in the future. That's his life. Yeah. That is his life now. It feels like in the overall look at his life so far, our time is just a footnote to where he belongs. Because now he's built up a life there in the 31st century.
I don't know. Why can't Kara just be like, just take Mon-El, stick the wife back in the pod, and be like, you'll fall in love with him in 100 years. Don't you worry. Just keep like a time loop going or something. I don't think that's how it's gonna work. Cause
I wonder, like, why isn't Kara still around back then? Or, I mean, in the future, like, would that be something?
100 and something years, right? Or it's like 31st century.
Yeah, so, 31st. I mean, like, she's a Kryptonian.
How, like, they live for, millennia? I don't think so.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's...
I don't think that's part of her biology they're going to get into, so I don't really care all too much.
Okay.
Feel like... Oh, yeah. One more thing.
Yeah.
Before we, because I have to mention it. Wynn was phenomenal this episode.
Yes, he was. Oh, that's good. Bad. That was bad. Objectively bad.
Why?
That part that he had, when the bad guy got broken into, and he's like, "Oh, that's good. That's bad."
Yeah.
They give Wynn the best stuff, and he delivers it like perfectly.
I mean, like towards the beginning of the season, he did have some really annoying lines. Like they were over, like they were super Felicity Cisco-esque type jokes.
Yeah,
like too much in like the character type rather than Win. This was a really Win type of thing to say.
Yeah.
So, man.
I miss him being with that tough chick. That was really cute.
Yeah.
I want more of that. I miss it.
I kind of wish they didn't like completely kill off Win and Kara. I mean, I don't really ship it all too much right now, but it feels like what happened between like Oliver and Laurel, where they completely killed off anything that would ever happen between the two. Like,
no, and like there's that moment you pointed it out too. I saw it on Twitter. Like, I've never had a best friend. Screw you! You had Win. What the hell?
Yeah, they completely took that relationship out of the thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like in the moment, like that's forgivable for Car to say because they all hopped up on emotions and they're like crying, and then like Lena's like, "I'm not trying to cry because I'm wearing the non-waterproof makeup," and you're like, okay. Her boobs are fantastic this episode too, but that's
you gotta not. That's not. We gotta. Anyways, I think that just about does it.
Oh, we didn't talk about the fight scene though, did we?
Oh, that was garbage. It had its great moments. It had good, legitimately good moments, and parts of it were well choreographed. I just wish they sort of like moved back a little bit, let the scene play out with stunt actresses, and then just have zoom ins every now and then. We didn't always need it. Like, we didn't need to be up inside the action, because once you got up in there, dude's gonna start shaking it to make it look good. And I don't need that. I don't need that crap.
Yeah, like there's some camera shakes to do for effect, and a lot of these were just obscure what was happening, and I could not get a grasp of what the fight was at times. When they actually did stop it, and like they did like the slow-mo shots, those look good because we actually got to see what the hell was happening.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah,
and it was, I don't know, that like an otherwise great scene that was poorly handled. And the cutting, like, I feel like whoever the editor was, I feel so bad. I feel so bad because this is all that they were given to work with.
Yeah, like
I don't know. Or maybe they're just a bad editor and they had, I don't know. Like, there are so many factors that could have led to this being not great.
Yeah, maybe it could have just been the editing and like, you know what, this camera's too still. I'm gonna shake it up.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm an editor, so I'm gonna stay on the side of caution and say, hey man, don't worry. I got you, editor. I got you, other editor. I understand. There are pains.
Yeah.
I get it. Anyways, I think that just about does it for us. If you like this episode, hit that like button and subscribe. Subscribe if you want to hear more from us each week. I think tomorrow we might do Flash and Legends. I don't know. This is just sort of a spur of the moment thing. And yeah, tell us in the comments down below. Like, do you like this episode? Do you want to hear us review this still? I mean, we're gonna keep doing it anyway. We're going on mid-season finales, actually, so maybe not. Anyways, that just about does it. Keep it juicy.
Yeah, see ya.